How are we all doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing pretty well out there. Today's video, I wanted to go over some of the new Datamined Galactic challenges information that we've been brought to us, I think yesterday. And this is in the Swago event server, and this is where I saw it. So you can see here, this is Rebels. We'll go into two different parts of the video today. We're going to go into the Galactic challenge, I can't talk, first, and then go into the monthly login character second. So this is kind of hinting towards that. But let's go into the other data mine stuff that we've been seeing. So this is the first thing. This is actually the tickets. I mean, people are speculating this is either the tickets to actually play Galactic challenges, because you do have to do your dailies to even access the mode itself, and also you're going to either have that for the first option, or the second option being it's just going to be like some currency. But seeing this, looking a little bit more into it, I don't think it's going to be some currency. I think these are the tickets to actually access the mode. I don't see it being a currency of any sort. It just doesn't make sense to me, especially how it looks and all that sort of stuff. So this is probably the tickets to even play and access, even though it does say here the currency. I'm still not too sure there. So that's the first thing. The second big thing is all the clickbait going, oh, Death Star right inbound. I'm not too sure. I think this is just more about going and fighting in the Death Star, because we've already had some settings and maps, or I guess locations is a better word to say there, where you can go in Death Star. But you never know. We've been hinted towards a raid a long time ago, and then they kind of stopped because of this new mode. I don't see them making this new raid anytime soon, but you never know. We're gonna have a lot. I mean, this is all feeding into the whole Rebel and Empire content we've been having recently. So it would not be that far fetched for me, at least, to see a Death Star raid in any time in the near future. I think it could be definitely possible, but we'll have to wait and see. So for this though, this picture that we've been seeing here, this one I think is just a location where you're going to be battling some of the locations in the Galactic challenges. And then you got this. And this is just a bunch of different icons and portraits with this new game mode. Nothing too crazy, I guess, for like the most part. Some things to notice, I guess you could say. You can see some of the GAC stuff, like the Kyber. I don't even know. I think that's chromium, iridium, bronzium, and what is this one? Carbonite. a lot of those things. And you got some of these cool portraits. Some of these little thingies going there. What else we got here? There's a lot of cool, colorful stuff. So I think this is like all like the look and the icons and the aesthetics of this new mode. So nothing really too crazy there, nothing to talk about too much in my opinion. And then we're gonna go and talk about this thing, and these are like the modifiers for it all. So to show this, I gotta go over here. So this is like the modifiers you can see here. So the modifiers are, I have no idea actually what they are, but these are the modifiers from what I've been told. So you have like some weird thing here. It looks like a little circle, maybe like a Death Star. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe a sun. Then you got this little whirlwind thing. I don't know what this is supposed to be. And then you got the red, the blue, and the green. So I think these three, the bottom, the red, blue, and the green, are some of the bigger modifiers as you progress through the Galactic challenges. And I think it might be kind of, in my opinion, honestly, from what I've been just seeing from data mines as of recently, I think it'd be pretty cool for these modifiers to play into effect based on some of your I would say your roles, maybe like an attacker, support, tank, stuff like that. Also, I would like to see something. So that's like the first thing. The other thing I would like to see is some bonuses from based off where you are playing at, and they did say it's going to be kind of thematic for some certain situations. So maybe this is kind of playing into effect for some of that stuff. But you never know. These are gonna data mine like first thing, first day stuff. We don't know. Nobody knows. These are just kind of looking at it first little look-sees. So yeah, we got that stuff. We got all that stuff we just saw here recently. And then coming back here to what I want to kind of finish up the whole video about, because I don't think the whole Galactic Challenges is worthy of a whole video, because we've got nothing much to talk about besides kind of like the speculation of, ooh, we got this new stuff that dropped in like the data mines. What else could there be? I don't know. Nobody knows, so why even talk about it too much, right? But this one I like to talk about a little bit longer. So this is the other half of the video I want to go about. So this is the login or the daily login character for August. So it's today it's gonna be the 31st of July. Tomorrow, of course, be August for the 1st of July. While this video is live, and it will be Stormtrooper Han. So why will it be Stormtrooper Han? I really don't know. I do think Why it is that, though, is because he's a rebel, and they probably want a little bit more rebel stuff happening because, you know, all the way, you know, coming back here to the start of the video, we've already seen 3PO and Chewie, we've already seen Mon Mothma. Those are two rebel characters in, like, the same exact month. And now having Stormtrooper Han feeding into that whole thing of stuff, into, like, the, you know, teasing of what the next character could be, and also knowing the fact that there's been 3 characters that were teased or hinted towards in a data mine recently. We've already had 2 of those, being the 3PO Chewie and, of course, Mon Mothma. You can't see her, by the way. She's at the very bottom. There she is. I don't have her started. I'm not going to really probably work on her just yet because I don't want to invest into other garbage tier characters like Pow. Kara's not garbage, but like HRS, the Hoth Rebel Scout, stuff like that, I don't want to invest into just yet, so we're going to probably wait. But we've now had 2 characters that were data mined, and there's going to be a third. So who else would it be? In my opinion, now knowing that it's going to be Stormtrooper Han for the login character, let's have some fun here. Maybe either give us a new Han, or, I mean, that's kind of crazy, right? Another Han added. But I would like to see a Leia. I would love to see either a reworked Leia or some new variation of a Leia. And in my personal opinion, with what these new GLs will be, because I'm almost certain that we will be getting new GLs by the end of this year, it will be a Rebel and it will be an Empire. So, what a lot of people have been thinking and talking about, speculating, is for who those GLs will be. So going for the Empire really quickly, it's kind of up in the air still. It's really between, for myself and a lot of other people who've been talking about it, either between Vader or Palpatine. In my opinion, I would like it to be Palpatine. I think that'd be the best bet because he's kind of like all of the Empire. He is the Emperor, you know, so I think it'd be him to suit him the best. And then coming over for the Rebels, there's still a lot of people. I'm not too sure who it could be. We just had Jedi Luke that came in the game recently. He's not a Rebel. He doesn't even have the Rebel tag, so it's not going to be him. Who else could it be, you know? Is it going to be, you know, a Han? Is it going to be, I don't know, Lando? Not going to be Lando, probably. Maybe Chewie? I don't think it's going to be Chewie. We already have Legendary Chewie, so who else could it be? In my opinion, I think it could be a Leia. I think it could definitely be a Leia that could be leading the Rebel faction. I know she's also been a part of the Resistance, but I think for this Leia in particular, they could probably adjust her to be only for the Rebels in particular. So that's my thought on it. I don't think that with this new third character from this data mine that it will be a new Leia. I think it'll be something entirely different. And for all that we know, it could just be an additional Empire character to kind of, you know, even out both sides of the fence for having these new Rebels and also now having these new Empire, kind of evening it out, which can be definitely cool. So in my opinion, for the GLs that I would like to see, Leia would be probably one for the Rebels, and then having the Emperor Palpatine be one for the Empire. However, it would probably be a little bit more thematic if it was a Luke for being the Rebel. So I don't know. We'll have to see for that. But for my thoughts on this new daily login, I would love to see getting this Leia, this is OG Princess Leia, having her get reworked. I would absolutely adore if we could get a reworked Princess Leia and having some uses for her, because just thinking about, you know, having her get a little bit of a touch up, a little bit more stuff added to her kit, having her with relics as well, and now keeping in mind that we just got this new 3PO and Chewbacca into the game as well. A lot more stat bonuses being shared around the board. And now just thinking about all the triple tapping that she can do on a basic, because she can do triple taps. I'm pretty dang sure she can. On her hair trigger, she can do a lot of extra damage, right? Attack a second time, and then attack a third time with a lot more chances and stuff happening there. And then on top of that, you have stealth and a lot more offense and all that sort of stuff that she can do. And I think this would be one I would love to see for getting a rework here shortly. She's been needing it, in my opinion, for a very, very long time. And then, I mean, the actual login character, which is Stormtrooper Han, is he that good? I think he already is actually pretty dang good. I'm not too sure if he needs any touch-up whatsoever. He is totally fine as is. He is a great, great tank. He's been getting a lot of uses recently in recent times with the game. So in my opinion, I would love to get a reworked Leia. And so that's my thoughts there on the Rebels. And then the last thing I want to talk about in today's video is kind of going back a little bit onto those Empire characters to see what we could be getting for a potential third character this month. You can see here, these are not all the characters I want to talk about. It's really just these 3, the Mandalorian characters that we've been getting. So I don't have Cara actually on my favorites, but I do have Mando and Grief Karga. So the Mandalorian will be getting, I think, a new season here shortly, unless it's been pushed back due to COVID. But if it's not, I still think we'll get some Mandalorian love. And then to have that love, who would we probably be getting? In my opinion, it's going to be not Grief Karga. It'll probably be, that's him right there on the screen. It'll probably be a Moff Gideon. And guess what? He's Empire. So he's Empire. He's got some of those tags that kind of can align for this Empire loved faction. And I can definitely be seeing some troopers. But having three. One thing I want to take away here, and a little maybe something you guys can think of as well, having 3 Datamined characters and having all those 2 so far, Mon Mothma and these new Chewie and 3PO, those are kind of like they're not like generic characters. They're not like a stormtrooper. They actually are a person that has probably been a little bit more, I guess, impactful in some ways to the whole Star Wars movies in some way or another. Stormtroopers probably aren't going to be that impactful. So why would they bring out like a new Stormtrooper for the 3rd? Why not bring out an actual person in the Star Wars lore that's actually done something impactful for some part of Star Wars? I don't know. So it could be either an Empire one for Moff Gideon because he's been pretty impactful for that whole story of the Mandalorian, or they can go back and add some more stuff for the Rebels, or maybe something for the Empire. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that they could be definitely doing here shortly for either of the sides. For my opinion, and what I think the most though, is Rebels for the time being, because we've just gotten 2 new Rebels. We've gotten a lot of cool stuff recently. Why not go rework this Princess Leia, give her some love, and maybe give out some other person to make a very, very 2 strong teams for the Rebel faction. And then later down the line, work on some Empire stuff leading up to some Mandalorian with Moff Gideon, and then those troopers that we might be able to get, like a flame trooper perhaps. So that's going to be it for today's video. Do you guys agree with some of the stuff I've been saying and talking about? We went over some of the Galactic Challenges Datamined stuff. We went over some of the potential for what we could be getting here this next month with Stormtrooper Han being the daily login. And also we went over some of the Datamined stuff and potential Datamined for the 3rd character for maybe coming here shortly in recent times. So out of those, all those things, what do you guys think in the comments down below? Let me know, guys. What do you guys think we could be getting for this new character? Because there will be another character coming down here shortly. And also, what do you guys think of Princess Leia's potential rework? I would love to see it. What do you guys think in the comments below on that? And I think that's all for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, share it around, and if you guys want to, feel free to sub. We also got a Patreon and a Discord all down below in the channel description. I think we got some more stuff there if you guys want to check that out as well. But that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out and have a good one.